All right, so today's lineup is stacked. We've got some VisionQuest casting that shifts the whole picture, a Doom rumor that I honestly did not expect, and DC's new crime series has people talking for all the right reasons. And that's just the start. We've got updates, trailers, and everything in between today on Fundamentals. Hey, hey.
Hey.
Another week, and I just feel like every week we get closer to the end of the year, it just becomes more and more news out there to talk about. And I'm not
Yeah.
mad. I am not mad. Like
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
definitely have a lot of news to talk
yeah.
about. But something that I wanted to do that is different than all of the other episodes that we've been doing, because we did get a comment from Jamie from like 2 lives ago when we did it, that she asked us about our shirts.
Oh, okay.
And because today I really want to talk about my shirt, I'm going to ask you
I
what
just
shirt you're wearing
realized yours. I can see the
so I can
top.
talk about mine.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, mine, as everybody knows, the famous gas station Buc-ee's, and then the most famous movie franchise, Star Wars. What do you get when you combine both of them? You get a Ewoks shirt in the style of Buc-ee's animation.
I love it. Oh my God. I
I,
love your shirt so much.
Out of all of the nerd shirts I wear out and I've wore out and everything, and I would say this shirt has gotten me the most compliments. I went to a Comic-Con in Nashville, and after
Yeah.
like three, I started counting because it was like obscenely an absurdly amount of compliments. So I
Yeah.
started counting. I got 13 compliments on this shirt in one day from a Comic-Con in Nashville.
That's amazing. Oh my God.
So yours
Um,
now.
yeah, so but like yours is from like New Rockstars. So if anybody's
Yes.
looking for that shirt,
Yes.
go to New Rockstars. We
They have
love
the
them.
best merch.
They really do. Yeah, it's like called nerdriot.shop
Yep.
slash like New Rockstars or something like that. Okay, cool. So my shirt is a shirt that my sister got me for my birthday, and I've just been waiting for the right moment to wear it. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear it on the podcast because I really want to talk about it. So as you can see up top here, it says Gilmore Ghouls instead of
Mhm.
Gilmore Girls. And it's them at the gazebo, and then like down in the little part, it says, "Where you haunt, I will follow."
That's great.
I fucking love it so much.
That is
And
great.
I'm so happy. So shout out to my sister for getting me this, and it's available on Amazon if anybody wants to get it.
I love it when you get a like I love just the nerd shirts, but I love it when you get like clever collaboration nerd shirts like you mean you have one actually today. Like those are the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
But all right, you want to kick us off with some Marvel?
Let's go.
So Marvel just quietly leveled up a fan favorite series, and the two names you probably are not watching yet might be about to blow up in fandom.
Yeah, we got some VisionQuest news over this week about a couple of cast announcements.
Hmm.
I don't really know who they are because they are like little known, I guess, names. One is Lauren Morias, and then the other one is Diane Morgan. So yeah, I don't know who they're playing because
Yeah,
they're not being very talkative about it.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, yeah. So, well, kind of. So, let's see. I actually found this a while ago. So, let's see. Lisa Molinari and Morgan playing an associate of the character Paladin, which is played by Todd Stashwick. He's the one that's on the
Oh,
hunt for Vision.
okay.
But yeah, it says, hang on.
Lisa, you
No,
mean
I'm
Lauren?
sorry. No, no, no. Moraes is playing Lisa Molinari.
Okay.
And Morgan is playing associate of the character played.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know what any of that means, but
Yeah, I don't know these characters. Obviously, Playden's Todd Stashwick, the one hunting down Vision. So Morgan's playing associate of his, and then the person that Moraes is playing, I don't know who that is. I guess I need to do some more research on comic stuff. But that's who they're
yeah.
playing. But they've not like been in a lot of things.
Hmm.
Let's see. Diane Morgan's known for her work in Kunk on Earth. I've never seen that. Rose and Mandy, and also in Motherland. And Lauren Moraes has also appeared in shows like The Crow Girl and The Red King.
Hmm.
So yeah, and that's why I think like after Vision Quest, this is probably going to really put them on the map.
Yeah.
So
And that's awesome that like Marvel is still like grabbing new and up and coming people and getting them out there.
yes, yeah, that's what they kind of like originally started off doing, and I think
Hmm.
it worked really well for them. So I think it's really good if they continue to do that and not have to worry about filling up their new roster with very well known names.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. And see if this rumor is true. One of Marvel's boldest experiments is not going to end up being just a one-time thing.
So this is something that I've never seen. Let me preference by that saying
Oh
that.
my god! Are you serious? Sorry.
I'm so serious. No, you're fine. You're fine. But due to a Deadline article, there's a kind of like a special kind of thing out there called Werewolf by Night, and they're talking about making it a sequel. So the Deadline article kind of put people into tizzy, which is why this is a
Hmm.
rumor. Because they did an interview with the guy that created it, and it said that like he's going to create his follow-up to Werewolf by Night, and
Michael
neither
Giacchino.
Disney, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
neither like Marvel, Disney, or even this guy has even confirmed or denied that this is a thing.
Hmm.
Um, so I know that it was in black and white, and then
Right.
they released it years later again in color. But that's as much as about it as I know.
Yeah, I think they actually so it originally came out in black and white because this is like old MonsterVerse type feel, and that's how they did
Hmm.
it. And this was actually before Agatha. This was the first Marvel thing that they really prided themselves on, of using more practical effects and less CGI. Like
Hmm.
you literally have so many characters in here that you're like, oh, it's got to be CGI, and come to find out, it's a majority practical effects and like real
That's
suits and
neat.
costume and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just, I think it was just 1 year later that it released in color. This came
Okay.
out. This takes place in. I mean, this is MCU canon. This takes place. This came out, I think, 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, I thought it came out like years and years
No,
ago.
no, this came out 3 or 4 years
Okay.
ago, and it was so good. It was a special presentation. They released it in the month of October, Halloween time, and I think it was the very first special presentation that Marvel did, actually. And it's really, really good. It's worth watching in black and white and color.
Hmm.
But people ended up loving these characters so much, and the people who played them, that people have been demanding to see these characters and at least more of their projects. Like when Marvel maybe expanded on like the MonsterVerse with some of these characters like
Hmm.
Moon Knight and stuff, or at
Yeah.
least a second follow up for it. And so this makes me so happy. Yeah, I don't know where Deadline is. It Deadline you said is
Yeah.
getting their source from exactly. But
No,
if
they just did like an interview with him and
yeah,
started like talking back and forth, and then like one of the last lines in the article literally just said that,
yeah,
and everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, wait, what?"
yeah.
Because the guy that you said that directed it, whose
Mm-hmm.
name I completely forgot
Michael
already, I'm
Giacchino.
so sorry. Yes, that guy.
Yeah,
He mentioned during his interview that like if you haven't seen Werewolf by Night, definitely
yeah,
should watch it, and people are like, oh, okay. Well, like he said that, and then they said that he was going to do a follow-up to something. Um, and I think like in it, they literally said a follow-up to Werewolf by Night, and nobody knows why they wrote that or like
they had to hear
Deadline
something to put that
hadn't
in there.
Deadline hasn't said anything about it as to like correcting the article or
Hmm.
anything. Nobody is like talking about like well everybody's like obviously talking about
Yeah,
that. But nobody is like on the knowing side
confirming.
is
Yeah,
actually confirming or denying that this is a thing. Um, so like now everybody's like, okay, well, here we are. So like
yeah.
does this mean he's actually like making something? Is he writing it? Like is he producing something? So we don't really know. Which
Nice.
is why it's a rumor.
So yeah, this is only like 50-minute special presentation. By the way, it's only like 50 minutes
Okay.
is all long. I'm telling you right now, like I would love for you to watch if you can find time to watch this in the next week. Like just finding out that you've never seen it. It's only 50
Okay.
minutes long. It's so good though. But yeah, next on the list, there is a Doom rumor floating around that could totally change how we see this villain.
Yeah, so there's an Avengers Doomsday multiple Doom variant rumor and one of them possibly being a female. Um we don't know if this is true
Hmm.
or anything, but they're saying that like Stark is just one of the Doom variants that we're gonna
Yeah.
see. I don't know. It sounds like really cool, and I hope that it's true.
It's wild. I mean, different rumors are out there with this movie, which
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is exactly how it was before Infinity War and Endgame. We just don't. We're going to get to the point where we don't even know what to believe until it just actually comes on screen. Which I'm actually okay with that because I don't want to know everything. Like how we kind of spoke before, we don't want to know everything. I mean, like yeah, we do
Yeah.
cover this stuff, but like we want to have some surprises in there still.
I feel like we are starting to nitpick the news, especially like
Oh,
when
we
it's
are.
like this is definitely happening, and now I'm just like,
Yeah.
all right, nope, I'm not even reading that article. Like,
Well,
I
when I
still want some
yeah.
surprise.
Well, when I seen you put that on there, I'm like, okay, because like I'm a glutton for punishment. As long as you're green lighting Doom, like Doomsday News, I'm putting it on there. But then like
Yeah.
I ran across 3 other Doom things that people are talking about, and I'm like, and then I'm like, I don't. And actually, I clicked on a video a YouTuber was covering. I watched about 30 seconds of it. And I'm like, nope, nope. Just in case this is true, I exited it off because it was like it was a teasing a death of a character in Doomsday, and there could be some weight to that, and I just did not want to find out.
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
I am I'm very like after we talked about the whole end credit scene with Franklin touching Doom's
yeah.
face, I was so mad with myself that I knew that. Because I got to see AD's reaction next to me and how like cool that was for him, and I was just like, well, it don't mean shit to me now. Like, that's not
Well,
fair.
yeah, like yeah, yeah. It don't have. It's not. It's still impactful, but not nowhere near as impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so, I've even heard rumors on this lady, Doom, female Doom, that there's even people saying it's rumored there's going to be 2 female variants, and like people saying there's
Oh.
going to be a council of Dooms,
Okay.
and in that
Instead of a
council is
council
going
of
to be
Reeds,
one or
we're gonna have
two.
a council of
Yeah,
Dooms. Okay, that's kind of cool.
but like, and there's already people spitballing and shooting out rumors of who might be. I think Anne Hathaway was looked at as one. There is Scarlett Johansson was looked at as one. But Robert Downey Jr. is just so talented. We've seen him in Tropic Thunder, take on a character that he just does not relate to. We've seen him as Sherlock Holmes, and after seeing him as Sherlock Holmes, I just really think that he should be Lady Doom. I mean, look at this. It doesn't get much better than that right there.
Oh my God, I completely forgot about that. That is amazing.
But yeah, he's just just a dude playing a dudette. But
I'm just a dude playing dude disguised as a dudette.
yeah. Oh man,
Oh
but
man, that was great.
I'm so ready for this movie. And we still have like a full freaking year of rumors and
Yeah,
leaks
well,
to cover.
yeah, because December 18th is when it's coming out, so we're getting that preview with Fire and Ash, which is like December 19th. So we're getting it exactly 1 year before
Yeah.
it comes out. So I don't know.
I got a feeling like when we get next month when we get to see this teaser trailer or whatever, I think it's gonna be mainly audio, but because there all this stuff, I really hope we have like something to like break down and talk about visual wise.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Especially like even if it's just like us seeing what we already have seen, like with Robert Downey Jr. with all the casting chairs or whatever, and he's just like standing at his, and and then they just like tape Doom over it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I just don't see
yeah.
how they can get like too much like on a trailer because I mean they just wrapped filming and we know they have a lot more scenes to do and that's wrapping filming. That's not even like editing it and going through it. And I don't think they've
Yeah.
had time to really show us too much. So I think it's going to be something
No.
fairly simple. But I hope it's something.
But what if they like for like when they were filming, they actually filmed a promo specific for
Just
this
for that,
release?
yeah. And I feel like they could easily do that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And what if they're like what if it's like a teasing, but like they're all completely in wrong costumes? Like, how funny would that be if
Yeah.
like they were just completely in the wrong costumes? Like you see, I don't know. We know that like, oh my God, Shang-Chi. We know that he's in it. We know Doom's in it. But what if they were wearing each other's costumes, kind of thing? Like that would be hilarious, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. People would probably be upset by that.
Oh,
but
probably.
I don't know. That would be really, really funny
Like
to
that's
me.
what you give us.
It's a teaser.
Right,
It's supposed
right.
to tease.
Oh, but Yeah, so Marvel also just dropped a Lego special that is probably way smarter and funnier than anyone expected.
Yeah, so I was upset to find out that the Lego Avengers Strange Tales was only 2 episodes. They were only like 33 minutes. But it was really good.
Hmm.
Like
It
it
was.
played homage to Hawkeye, and Kevin Feige was in it as a
Yeah.
Lego, and I thought it was great. I absolutely
Yeah.
enjoyed this. The Cat Vengers was amazing, especially because like they didn't even recognize that Black Panther is a cat in itself, and he could have been
Right.
part of that group, but he was there.
Yeah.
God, it was. I thought it was really cool. Well done. I was laughing. My husband was watching it with me, and he just gave me like the death glares of ugh.
Whoa, crap. Yeah. I got excited. But no. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great. I just strangely love the Lego stuff because, like, there's so many jokes and kind of stuff like they'll make fun of and stuff like you don't want to see in a movie, but
Mhm,
it's great just to see them do. I mean, just kind of
mhm.
like with Magneto and Iron Man through this, you know. Like you really don't want to see that on live action, but it's something that is great to laugh at because it's a
I
thought,
would love
intrusive
to see
thought
that
that's
in
always
live
in our head.
action.
Yeah.
The
um,
the rest of the X-Men slash Fantastic Four sitting at a table playing cards or whatever, like
yeah.
just that we saw for a glimpse, that was pretty cool. Like they would never do that in real life, so
This
that was
stuff
pretty
all
cool.
has to go through Kevin Feige on approval too. Still, even though it's Lego, it's Marvel, and I can't help but really reach that this was a perfect scenario to show you that you can have both Captain Americas fighting together. I mean, we got Sam and Steve Rogers, both Caps, fighting on the
I
Avengers team
knew
in
you were
this.
gonna talk about that. I
Yes.
knew it. I was just like, at
Oh,
first
it
I
made
was
me
like,
so
am my
happy.
like eyes betraying me? Are there two caps? And then I saw the wings, and then we got to see like Steve Rogers, hanging out with Hawkeye and him, like the two of them like use his shield together, which was
Hmm.
pretty cool. And then I was like, no, there actually are two. Like, I'm not crazy.
I also like also how they also made Hawkeye just like the Avenger who doesn't have powers pulling the most weight of the Avenger team of all the powered people.
Yeah, he was the one that was like glue arrow. Like,
Yeah, had an arrow
um,
for everything.
yeah, he did. He had a stink arrow. He had like a water arrow. Yeah, no, it was very well done, and like because he doesn't have any powers, but he's the one that's like actually saving everything, and then you get to see, um, and I feel like that this whole like Jeremy Renner like not being Hawkeye in season 2 yet, like they're still in talks, right?
Hmm.
Um, but that whole debacle about like how he was super famous as Hawkeye, and now it's kind of like been dying down because we haven't been able to see him do it for so long because of all of the things that are happening.
Yeah,
I feel like that had a lot of also pull in this because you got to see the ebb and flow of his time of like him
yeah,
being
yeah,
Hawkeye and like being on top of the world, and now all of a sudden like everybody likes cats.
yeah.
All about cats.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's definitely worth to watch. Like you said, it's just two-part. It's just a two-part show, and
Yeah.
I mean it's
I
not
hope
long
that
at
they
all.
do like a season 2 or like something
Yeah.
more with Lego because I absolutely enjoyed this and had nothing to do with anything, and it was just great.
But last on the list for Marvel, one of Marvel's most important directors just revealed his next move, and it says a lot.
We are officially knowing that Ryan Coogler's next film is Black Panther 3. It's
Yes.
happening. Brr, 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 brr. Like we already knew it was happening
Yeah.
because we saw it on the slate and everything, but uh, Ryan Coogler saying that it's officially like his next film is
Mm-hmm.
nice. It's nice to know.
It's words we've been waiting for.
Yes, yes, it is because like Sinners was amazing,
Mm,
and I'm really happy that he did that. And he was saying like I'm gonna not be doing sequels for a while after he did that, and I was
hmm.
just like, but Black Panther 3 is a sequel, so don't say that
Yeah.
because like everybody was talking about Sinners too because of
Yeah.
how Sinners like left off. So like when he did that interview and he was just like, I'm not doing sequels for a while, and I was just like, you
Well, I thought at one
Watch what you
point
say.
too, we kind of thought, and from like things he said, that there was going to be one more movie he did before he did Black Panther 3, but it seems like that's not the case anymore.
Oh, I don't remember that, but maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I'm just glad to hear the words come out of his mouth, him finally say this, because now we know he's going to be working on it. And it was like we heard he did cast, Denzel. Denzel kind of let that slip by accident. And I'm ready for some more Black Panther 3 news. So,
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, you ready to jump into some DC?
Let's go.
So DC just pulled the plug on a project that had real potential, and not everyone is happy.
Yeah, so this is something that I didn't even know was happening.
Mm.
And when I read it about it, I was like, I didn't even know that was happening. But there was an animated Catwoman prequel movie that was in the works. For 3 months, it was already in production at HBO, but they canceled it.
Yeah, I didn't know about this either, but I would have been here for this. I would have been okay for it.
Yeah.
Just for a simple fact, I would have really loved. I don't think this would have been under. I think this would have been like an Elseworld thing. It wouldn't have probably been
Probably,
like
yeah.
under James Gunn's thing. But how much we love the Batman animated series from Amazon Prime, I was kind of hoping it
Yeah.
was something around that, kind of have that '90s feel. That would be really
Yeah.
cool. Because Catwoman was also a big part of the '90s animated series.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess it doesn't matter now. So
Well, I mean, like they're talking about how Sergeant Rock should be brought back, right? And so maybe this could eventually be brought back, especially if it was already like in production, right? So they already
yeah,
had a script and they already were moving towards it in the right
only if
direction.
James
So they might
Gunn
have,
thought it was good.
yeah, yeah. Unless this was like a before James Gunn took over. I don't know, like
I have
when
a
this
feeling
was
that might have
actually a
been.
thing.
I almost got
Yeah,
a weird feeling this might have been a pre-James Gunn thing, and that's probably why it
yeah.
got canceled. He might have like, oh, it's already written, so y'all's getting ready to start production. Let me read it. Nah, trash it. So
Because it was in production for 3 months. Like
yeah,
3 months had gone by that they were already spending money on this and
it's
doing
crazy
things with it.
we've never heard about it to now. That's
Yeah,
what's wild. Because usually, like we even hear about titles before they're even fully written, and for to
yeah,
know this was 3 months in production, that's crazy.
yeah. I don't know. I didn't do much digging, honestly, into it
Yeah,
and like when it came out and all that stuff. Um, because I mean, honestly, before this podcast, I hadn't been digging into news really
yeah.
all that much. We are only like a year old, right?
Hmm.
So maybe it could have like been a thing before and like they were just kind of keeping it under wraps and then all of a sudden now we're hearing about it as
Sure.
I don't know. Like, it's
As
possible.
it
Anything's possible at this point.
it says, there's probably so much
They're
more
like,
we still don't
Fundamentals
know
isn't
about.
talking about it. We don't need to do it.
So Alan Ritchson might be stepping into a DC role that is way messier than Reacher.
Yeah. He's just kind of mentioned that he's in talks with DC Studios for a messier role. Didn't really go into much beyond that as to
Hmm.
what to expect, but what are you thinking? Do you have any thoughts towards this?
I don't know. We're like messier. I'm going to assume like it's a character that's pretty wild and not put together and stuff. But like
Hmm.
he really wants to play Batman, but he's like, I'm pretty sure it's almost not going to happen. Is what we last talked about. I think maybe last week. And
Yeah.
but to know that he is in talks with DC and he uses the word messier, I'm curious to see like what
I
other
wonder
people
if
will
he
say.
means like gory or if he means like a villain with like a
A
messy background
murderous,
or
yeah,
yeah, kind of like I don't know where he's going with this
right.
either, but
And it's
there's
got to
just
be a
like so
pretty
many.
big person, whoever it is, because I mean he's a very large dude. So
Oh, you mean like big as in like
tall and buff. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
So
thought you
I don't
meant
know.
like their role in the DC universe that they'd had to be like a big person.
Surely
No,
they wouldn't make him as Bane.
the people. No,
I was
sorry.
born in
Anytime.
the darkness.
All right, look, I still enjoy every now and then like getting that GIF and just like sending it to somebody, just like it's for you, the people, or whatever it is. But yeah, that I love that GIF. I love using it all the time.
But speaking of DC, DC just opened the door for fans in a way that could literally change careers.
So, Dynamic Duo is hosting their online auditions starting November 15th, so yesterday. And what they're saying is that you don't have to have any like previous like acting experience, and that like it's kind of like a puppeteering role is what they're looking for. So people to like puppeteer their things, but they're like holding auditions. They're open to everybody,
Hmm.
and I was just like, that's really cool.
It's just as a puppeteer. It's not voices or anything.
I didn't see anything about voices. I
Nice,
only saw
nice.
something about
That's
puppeteering.
cool.
So I
Yeah,
mean, like everybody kind of gets their start somewhere. So like, what if
yeah.
you start there
It's
and
your
then you
foot in
like
the
make a
door.
funny, yeah. So if you make like a funny line or something, and you get in with like James Gunn, or you get in with the
Right.
director, you get in with whoever, right? It's all about like connections in that world,
Hmm.
and really in the world in general. So
Yeah, I thought that was really cool because that's not something you typically see every
yeah,
day, especially from a studio that big.
yeah.
But DC is also taking one of its strangest villains and turning him into a true crime case file.
I know that you are so excited about this.
I am.
DC Studios is officially developing a new series on HBO Max, and it's going to be called DC Crime.
I think that's a
You want to
title
tell?
placeholder.
Oh, do you think it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also
Well,
seen
do
where
you want to
yesterday
explain it?
James Gunn is saying I just seen where James Gunn commented on it, he's like, there's no such thing as this. He's like, this don't exist. But like, yeah. But like Collider, I mean, there's multiple of your people who don't do rumors. They only do it if it's a solid source.
Hmm.
Also, I don't know. DC Crime's got kind of a weird sound to it for it to be a show,
Okay.
especially if it's like what it's going to be about is Jimmy Olsen and the Daily Planet, pretty much covering crimes that's happened in Metropolis and stuff like that. And the main focus is going to be on Gorilla Grodd. I don't know. It's going to be kind of like I don't know if it's going to be like the hunt for Gorilla Grodd, or if it's going to be like just
But that's only
covering like a big fight and stuff he did.
going to be the first season, is what the plan
Right.
is, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be covering different villains and different crime that's
Yeah.
happened, and like how the Daily Planet covers it. And so,
Hmm.
like, supposedly, like Jimmy, Skylar Gazondo's confirmed to be in it. Michaela Hoover, who plays Kat, supposed to be back. Chris McDonald, who plays Ron Troop, supposed to be back. And I think that's the only. I could be wrong, but I think that's the only three that I've heard. I think there might be
Okay.
one more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much focused on Daily Planet. It's supposed to be HBO Max and DC. I hope it's true. I think it's got to be. I think it's 100% true, just for many reasons. But it's supposed to be filming, I think, in starting of spring of next year,
Okay.
is what I also read. But I
Yeah, I
think this
read
could be
that
fun.
there's no premiere date, but it was
Hmm.
expected at some point in time in 2026 for
To
Variety.
for filming.
No, just like the premiere date of it was supposed to be
Oh,
sometime in 2026.
yeah. I was watching New Rockstars today. They said it's supposed to start filming spring 2026.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this would be fun. I hope it happens. I hope everything goes through and follows through with it without holding back. I think it would
Hmm.
be great for us already hopping into a new DCU and a new universe that's already established. This is a really good way for us to dive a little deeper into stuff that's happened or stuff that is happening that you
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to throw in the movies, but it gives us a lot more history and coverage
Hmm.
of a lot of that stuff.
I also like that we're getting um, something that we know definitely is with Superman. So we had Superman, then we'll
Hmm.
theoretically get this, and then we'll get Man of Tomorrow. I know we're supposed to still get Supergirl
Yeah.
next summer, but we don't really know how involved that is with Superman or anything like that. Like if she's at all going to be at Metropolis. So to get something that still kind of like ties Superman and
Hmm.
Man of Tomorrow, like so we can get a place like in between, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people too are speculating. Well, if this is Gorilla Grodd, that they're going to be focusing on heavily. Will we get the Flash? I don't think James Gunn will use this to introduce the Flash, even though Gorilla Grodd tends to be more of a Flash villain. I think
Mhm.
he will get creative with this expansive universe, and there will be some things that we see that doesn't typically, normally follow through with
Yeah.
collaborating with villains and heroes. I think it will. I don't think we'll have no Flash introduction in this or anything.
Hmm.
So.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like we get Mar or like DC, blah, blah, blah. Marvel villains,
Yeah.
and they aren't tied with who we usually see them tied
Right.
with. Like we know that Kingpin is like a big Spider-Man
Right.
villain, but we
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen the two of them together yet.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Um, so yeah.
That's a very good example. But yeah, that's what I think they're going to kind of do with that as well. Um, I'm really curious to find out like how long these episodes are and like how many episodes are going to be in a season.
I'm gonna
Because
say 10 and 30 minutes.
I am going to say you're probably right on 30 minutes. If I had to guess how many episodes, I'm going to say 6 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope it's 10. I want longer. I miss back in the day when we had 20, 24 episode seasons of stuff,
Yeah.
but I don't know why that's changed so much. But
I don't
yeah.
know.
But one of the most iconic graphic stories ever made is getting a new kind of rebellion.
So I didn't know that this was part of DC until you told me. And last week we were talking about it, and we said that
Yeah.
it's coming back to theaters. But V for Vendetta is actually coming back as a TV series now, and is currently in development at HBO.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I did not expect to hear this when you threw that on the list. I thought it was really crazy that we talked about the 20th anniversary of it or whatever, last
Yeah.
week. And then I'm like, oh, that kind of makes sense. So they know people's going to be talking about it, 20th anniversary. They're going to be bringing it back to, theaters or whatever, like we said, for 20th anniversary. It only
Yeah.
makes sense to really kind of let this leak out and kind of announce, the TV series. So,
I'm
yeah.
excited.
I am too. I am curious
I'm
to
really
see
looking forward to this.
where they go with this and who they cast for this. So
Yeah, they have that's the main love interest. You got Natalie Portman's shoes to fill, so
yeah, yeah, big shoes. So
big shoes.
last but not least for DC, a very familiar tough guy was just confirmed for the Superman sequel.
We officially got some Man of Tomorrow news, and Frank Grillo is officially going to be back as what's his face senior? Rick,
Yep,
not
Rick
Rick
Flag.
James. Rick Flag, thank you.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
My brain was like Rick James. Nope. Sorry, that was me watching the Being Eddie documentary. That's still going on in my head.
Charlie Murphy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Frank Grillo.
Yeah. Which I feel like they're like, yeah, we might as well let this out. People probably expect this. It's not going to surprise no one, but it's still good to already start getting some confirmations of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Any news is good news, right?
definitely, especially when like everybody's pretty anxious and like excited for this new DC, storytelling. So all eyes are on them and
nothing
James
but great.
Gunn. Yeah. But yeah, that kind of wraps us up for DC. So we'll slice in some Star Wars. So Star Wars is finally doing something it's not done since 1977.
Yeah. And it sounds kind of wild, doesn't it? That Sean Levy officially is confirmed that Starfighter is not a prequel, it's not a sequel, it's going to have brand new characters, a whole new timeline, and this is the first non-sequel, non-prequel, like in the Skywalker verse spin-off that's been done since 1977. I'm so happy because we were talking about it like a couple of weeks ago, and I was saying that there was a rumor that like they were gonna have Rey in it, and it was gonna have like Skywalker stuff going on, and I was so upset because I was just like, man, I was really looking forward to something that was completely new, and this is it.
That being said, that being said, I'm really curious what time era this is going to take place in. Of like the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
I am definitely curious. I'm really excited for this. I really want it to be good. I think it's going to be good. I really love almost everything Sean Levy pretty much touches. Absolutely love Ryan Gosling. I don't think I've ran across a bad movie he's ever been in, to be honest with you.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's some out there.
I would have to like look through his resume, but at the top of my head, no, I can't think of anything either. And
Like he's
I know
had
that
some
there's someone
bangers.
that's watching this screaming like a movie title
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
out the top of their lungs, and is just like,
Yeah.
how could you not think of that shitty movie? And I'm like, I don't know.
Have you ever
Maybe I
seen this
haven't
movie
seen it.
Drive?
No.
That's really good. You should watch it. It's
Okay.
good. Yeah. But Star Wars fans are about to get a real world temple for storytelling, and it has a date.
Yeah, so the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art is something that they started talking about during COVID-19. They started like developing it, or they were developing it before COVID, and then
Hmm.
they kind of had to pause it due to COVID. So it had like a lot of delays. But we officially have a release date of September 22nd of next year, and it's opening in LA.
That's pretty wild looking building.
Yeah.
Like, I so want to go to this.
I want to know what the inside is going to look like.
Yeah, I do too. I am so curious. Like, I didn't even know about this until you put it on the list, and I was like, oh wow. And it's crazy because like how long it's actually been in the works, right?
Hmm.
With all the delays and stuff. But yeah, that building is crazy looking. I can only imagine. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I
between all the
can't I
stuff
can't
that
even
he's
imagine where in LA that they would put it because like it's already a lot going on in LA.
right. Well, I mean, the building's already erected, isn't it?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Well, I
If
mean,
it's
it
not,
has to be at this point
yeah,
because
yeah,
it's less
for it to
than a
open
year out.
next, yeah, I was gonna say it has to be erected. I'm curious where the location is.
But the last time I was in LA was like I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago.
Hmm.
So maybe at the point when I was there, it just wasn't there, or I just didn't know it was a thing and didn't
Yeah,
know to look for it. But I
yeah.
did find like two Church of Scientology buildings. So there's
Tom
that.
Tom Cruise would be proud of you. But yeah, that's just a couple of things we had on Star Wars today. Both great things so to talk about. Now we have a plethora of things on Educated Wish.
Let's go.
So, this episode dives into a part of Derry that makes the town feel even more cursed.
Oh my god. I loved it so much.
Yes.
So Welcome to Derry, episode 3. It's called Into the Woods. And it had everything to do with woods, and it was amazing. I absolutely love
Yes.
the series. I love everything about it.
Yes.
I love how creepy it is. I love the photography that we got to see. I can't wait for the new episode tonight. Um, yeah, there were just so many great things, like when the
Yes.
graveyard became alive. Oh my God, when
This
you
is
got
my
to see
favorite
like the
episode so far.
statue, like oh yeah,
This is my
oh yeah,
favorite episode, definitely.
yeah. And how scared are you of that photo that they took of Pennywise? Because that's definitely
Oh
Pennywise.
yeah, yeah. Finally, we finally pretty much get to see the first visual of Pennywise, and they get to see it. So now that they get to see him, we know it's all downhill from here. Like,
Because anything that has a picture of Pennywise, he can come out
mhm.
of that.
Yeah, I
So
was waiting for that too. I was waiting for
yeah,
something like, and then it just goes
yeah.
off, but it
No, it's
didn't.
gonna be the next episode for sure because they were just
Yeah.
staring at it and they were getting real close, and then it was like
Hmm.
black screen, and I was like,
Yeah, and this episode starts off in 1908. I was so
yeah.
happy we also got to see another time era, and
Which
then
apparently season 3 is going to be about 1908 and the
yeah,
deaths at the firework
I'm
factory.
so
So
excited for that.
yeah.
Um, so we're going to get two different time eras. I think we're supposed to be getting one in 1908. I think, and one in the 30s, right?
Yeah, so the 30s
Yeah.
is season 2, and then
Okay. Yep.
1908 is
Yeah.
so every 27 years he comes
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
we're in the 60s, and
Yep.
then we'll get the 30s, and then we'll get 1908. So it's going back in time.
Yeah. I did not expect that kid with the slingshot to end up being the general or whatever he is, and then like
No,
how that all tied
yeah,
together. Oh my god! I was
yeah.
like, this is so good. And then the slingshot, and
And he used
I
it as a
didn't.
guiding device.
And this, I don't know if like, go ahead if you don't mind, and kind of go over like roughly like what kind of like took place in this episode. I have
Yeah.
something that you may already know, I didn't know, that I'm gonna just
Okay.
get one more confirmation of that might blow our minds.
Okay, okay. All right. So, like you said, it starts in 1908. You have Frank as a kid going through the kind of Museum of Curiosities where They have like really gross looking, weird looking people. It starts out with like the mirror maze that we get to see in normal like fun houses.
Hmm.
And then he starts to get to see like really creepy looking people. Then he runs back into, or he runs into Rose, who we get to see is the head of the like Indian village.
Hmm.
And she sells him water pretty much for the slingshot that his dad gave him during the time that he was at that fair. And then you get to kind of see them and their like love story of like playing together. And then she's chasing him and they're in this like giant field. And all of a sudden, the next thing you see is him running into the woods. And she's yelling at him, "Don't go in there, don't go in there." And he's not listening because they're kids, right? And he runs
Yeah.
in. Then you get to see the really creepy looking thin man,
That he's seen at the
not Charlie's
circus.
Angels, yeah, but
You say
he's like
Charlie's
hiding.
Angels.
Yeah, do you remember the creepy thin man from
I
Charlie's
don't.
Angels?
No.
Oh, all right. Well,
That
that's a
threw me
story
off.
for another time, I guess. That's what they called the guy.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so then you get to see the skeleton guy from the Museum of Curiosities that really scared him in the woods, but this one's really Pennywise. And you get to see him kind of like grow his limbs and chase after him. Then Rose does a slingshot, shoots him in like the eye, and then the blood goes up because it all floats down here.
Yeah.
So fast forward to the two of them being back together. Some really cool animation of seeing Rose from a kid into her elder self as they like aged it. It was very beautifully done.
Yeah.
That's how we find out that Frank is the general whoever guy in the military. And she's like, "I'm surprised you know my name." And he's like, "Well, I didn't until I got the cease and desist order." And they kind of like agree to help each other. Then you get to see that airman up in the helicopter trying to find that area that can alert them to where Pennywise is. He's using the
That's Dick Halloran, right?
slingshot.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I didn't know that he was the same Dick from The Shining.
That's what I'm about to talk about. That's exactly what I'm about to talk about. I've just pulled it up.
I didn't know that until I was watching the new Rockstar
Me too.
breakdown, and I was just like, "Wait a second!"
Yes.
Because he is using The Shining. He's using The Shine, and to go back and like they aren't supposed to see us because he went into Pennywise's lair, and he's opening the vault to get out, and it's actually the helicopter. Like, oh my god, yeah.
So I didn't know that there was a shared universe.
Yeah. Apparently, a lot of the things that Stephen King does is all shared universe, which makes it so much cooler.
Yeah.
So much cooler. Which makes me now want to read another Stephen King book because I did read one, and I really wasn't a fan of it. It was good until the end, and I was just like, this. I was really upset with it, but
Dick. Real quick things. I was kind of tie this in. So in the novel, Halloran uses his shining ability, to help rescue people from a fire at a bar in Derry, and including the father of Mike Hanlon. And this connects the events to it in The Shining because Halloran also serves as a mentor to Danny Torrance, another person with the shining ability, the kid.
Yeah, Mrs. Torrance. Yeah. Because you get to see him, like, he talks to the major, and he's, like, having dinner with him and his wife, and then he talks about his kid, and he's like, "I've never mentioned my kid." Like, how did you know? And he's like, "Oh, I must have heard it in passing," which is something that he also says in The Shining.
Yeah.
When he was talking about Danny. Because he was like, "Where's your son?" or whatever. So it was just very well done. He used, the slingshot as like a guiding device. He pretty much almost killed himself, but he didn't because the major saved him. Man, it was just...
It's so good.
I loved everything about this.
Yes.
That graveyard scene was just spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely spectacular. You got to see how they developed film and how they figured it out because that kid is a genius, and knows all about chemicals and what the correct chemicals are to use
And
to.
then every time that camera got dropped, it was like, oh no! And I'm like, they're not going to get it. And then they get it again. I'm like, oh! And
Yeah,
then it's
because
like,
it went
dropped
through all
again.
the
Yeah,
kids, and they all like took their own pictures, which
yeah,
was so cool. That
yeah.
whole sequence of like kind of like batoning,
Mm-hmm.
like how they do at a relay race, but it was with the
Yeah.
camera instead to get the next photo. Amazing.
Yep. I loved it. I'm
Yeah.
so excited to watch this tonight. What's wild
Oh yeah.
is like I'm now watching so many shows, and I think three of them all drop on Sundays now. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
like Sunday nights. Yeah, I've been watching Tulsa King, which has been very. So Tulsa King's one of those I didn't watch it when it first came out because I'm
Mhm.
like it's probably just another Sylvester Stallone, production, and I mean
He's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, oh no, I mean that in a respectful way, but like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
so finally I watched it. I'm like a couple episodes in, I'm like, all right, this ain't bad. I'll watch this. Every season progressively gets better and better. I'm talking about like I'm hooked. I am so hooked, and
Okay.
the cast is stacked. I also now represent someone from Tulsa King, so I'm also making sure I do my homework, knowing everything he does. And they just got greenlit
Mhm.
for a season 4, but season 3 is coming out right now. There's 2 episodes left. That comes out on Sundays. The new episode or new season of Landman just dropped today, so that would be a season every Sunday. We have Dairy that comes out on Sundays, and then oh my god, I didn't put it on here. I meant to. We'll talk about it next week. On Thursdays, I'm watching a new show called Pluribus. It's
Oh
wild.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, and I am
I
so intrigued and trying to figure out what the crap is going on.
That's another one that New Rockstars is breaking down
Mhm.
because they broke down episodes 1 and 2
Mhm. Yeah.
because that came out as like okay.
It's worth the watch. Let me tell you. It's different. It's not like anything I've ever
You
seen
know
before.
how I feel about waiting for shit.
I know. I know. But anyways, yeah.
But yeah, Welcome to Dairy.
Yeah.
If you're not watching it, watch it if you're
Yes.
okay with gore because
You will not regret it.
unless you like gore or you don't
Yeah.
like gore, then
Yeah,
you will
yeah.
regret it.
Then you
But-
might regret it. But even then, you probably just get sick, and you still won't regret it because it's still it's worth getting sick over to watch. Oh man, but yeah. So a brutal little franchise just locked in its next chapter, and the title says a lot.
So, Orphans 3 has officially been titled Orphans, and we got to see a little clapper, and it is now officially begun filming.
Yeah, I remember watching the first one. I don't think I've seen the second one.
I don't think I saw the second one either. I'm gonna be honest.
It's interesting though, because like the first one was Orphan, and then Orphan 2, and now this one's plural with Orphans, and so it's like okay.
It's like Aliens.
Yeah.
Like Alien.
Yeah, so like now we gonna get a whole group of these crazy psycho kids.
Amazing.
But yeah, I need to go back and rewatch 1 and then watch 2 and then make my judgment call if I want to watch the third one or wait for streaming. Because if I watch it and I'm like, oh, this is pretty good, I'll go theaters and see it. But if it's not, it'll be a streaming thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so Pixar is about to let fans literally walk into their movies, and this location is huge.
Yeah, so London is getting a immersive Pixar experience that's due to open in 2026. Yeah, like
That's pretty
super
cool.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
super cool.
I wish that there was one here. And saying that, like, Vegas
there will
has
be.
everything, so I'm sure that there will be.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to put one probably in Vegas or LA, one of those 2 locations. Like
Yeah.
that's probably next on
And
their
then-
list.
I mean, if you really want also an immersive Pixar experience, you can go to Disney World, and they have the whole Pixar land, or
Mhm.
like it's Toy Story Land, really. So
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of Toy Story stuff, but you still have like the Incredibles ride and some other Pixar stuff, but nothing quite looking like that though. That's pretty sick.
But
All
what's
right.
really cool about this Pixar experience is that like you look like you're the toy height, right?
Yeah.
And everything is like ginormous. Like from the photo that you shared, like the crib is like ginormous. So like I wonder
Yes.
if they're like making you feel like the toys as they come alive and like walk around. At least for the Toy Story apparently
Yeah.
scene.
That would be really
area.
cool if they like out of nowhere you had someone like dressed up as a toy that popped out from underneath the bed and like they talked to you while you walked in this room.
No, why are you having random ass toys? No, this is supposed to be a good, fun experience. Like, we are not here for jump scares.
Well, I guess it's not like you're in Sid's bedroom. You're in Andy's, so you know.
No.
But Rowan Atkinson is back in a setup that might be his most hilariously chaotic movie yet.
There's this movie that's coming out on December 11th on Netflix. It's called Man versus Baby. It looks interesting. I think it looks funny. Like, I'm interested, especially because it's coming on Netflix and it's Mr. Bean. I mean, come
Right.
on, I gotta watch it.
So, unpopular opinion. I'm not a huge fan of his or Mr.
Okay.
Bean. I never was in. Like, I grew up with a lot of friends and people I knew loving the Mr. Bean stuff, and it just never was my thing.
Okay.
But
So
this
this
does
is
look
probably
cute. This looks like a
after-
cute.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this movie looks cute and like it's got some funny moments in it. I'm not sure if I'll watch it or not. If we cover it, I'll watch it. Though.
Okay. Well, we'll see what the news is looking like in December, and we'll see if we want to cover it or
If
not.
it's getting ratings through the roof, we have no choice but to cover it.
I don't think that it will get ratings through the roof,
Yeah.
honestly. But I don't know. Like, I'm always for like I don't know. I like super corny like Christmas time movies. There's like a whole bunch already coming out on Netflix, and I'm already like putting a list together about what I'm gonna watch. I don't know. This just looks like one of them that I'm gonna watch. But it's December 11th. I don't know how close that is to December 19th. I guess 8 days, but December 19th is like when we're gonna be talking about, or when the Doomsday trailer comes out, the teaser. So if it's like the week before that this comes out and we talk about it, cool. But like, I don't know. We'll see.
Speaking of stuff, watching, not watching. Did you try to even watch one episode of Bat Fam before I said
Nope.
what I said? Cool.
You said that, and I was like, just take it off the list. Don't.
I tried so hard. So
It's okay.
hard.
I appreciate you trying.
Yeah.
And thank you for taking one for the team.
Yeah, if anybody is also curious, Bat Fam is out on Amazon now. And it's definitely geared probably for like young kids and maybe like their humor and their entertainment. And I usually like kids stuff, but I just could not get into it. It was cringe and painful for me. Very cringe.
Bat Fam is a DC Elseworld. Like you said, it's on Prime. I think there's like 10 episodes that are all out. But yeah, it was just something that I found out that was out, and I was like, I wonder if we want to review it. And then you said after 4 episodes in, you're like, I can't get through this, and I was like, take it off the list. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't like.
And
that's fine.
Bad thing is like I am really really big about, even if something's like not that good, I want to push myself through it because I want to see how whatever the end goal is, or end outcome. And it, to me, I couldn't even push through it. Like it, yeah. But
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fine, it's fine. Something that you did get to see. You want to talk about it?
Yes. So Running Man is out in theaters now. Glenn Powell's in it. He's the main guy. If anybody knows, this is a remake from the 1987 movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was made from the book, which originally was a book. And this is one of those movies, like, I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day didn't play in nothing unless it was just an action, packed show or movie. And that's pretty much what this is. The cast is great. You got Glenn Powell, you got Coleman Domingo. There's some more in there. Josh Brolin, Thanos, is in there. It's great. The acting is great. Even some of the people I didn't know in there had some really good
Jesse,
acting.
what's his face is in that too.
Oh, Michael Cera's in this too.
Michael Cera, that guy.
Yeah.
I always get the two of them.
You thinking about Jesse Eisenberg?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will say this actually. I think this is my favorite role I've ever seen Michael Cera play.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, this movie is what you expect and hope it to be. In my opinion, it's entertaining. It's fast paced. Go. And I'm happy with the way it ended. Like, nothing made me unhappy with the way it ended. A lot of times you'll get these unsatisfactory endings. You're like, I wish that would have played out differently. From start to finish, it was great. Glenn Powell, man, he's starting to become in everything now. and I kind of wish I could hate it, but I don't.
Yeah.
I so far everything I've seen him in, I've really liked. I think the first thing I've
Hmm.
seen him in was Top Gun Maverick. Maybe I think might have been the first thing, but
Okay.
this movie's great. It was pretty much about, they're struggling, and pretty much this is like a post-apocalyptic, futuristic type setting,
Yeah.
and everything's really hard and affordable. And if you want to make quick money, if you survive, you just go into this building that is a TV network that is full of mini game shows, not just Running Man, mini game shows.
Okay.
And you do these tryouts, and then they decide after the tryouts what game to go in. Nobody else go in Running Man because like it's pretty much guaranteed death no matter what.
Yeah.
And
Nobody won it from the trailers, though.
right,
That's what
right.
it was saying.
Nobody had won it, and this is like the 30th season that this has been going, and it's crazy. He's got to survive 30 days, or was it 30 days? I can't remember now. Anyways, I was somewhere. I think it's like 30 days that you have to survive on the run, and there's cameras everywhere, so you're being televised. People are on the hunt for you. If just civilians find you or see you or turn you in to give a tip to the people that are hunting you, they get like 10 grand every tip and stuff like that. But yeah, he's pretty much did this just so he could afford to pay for medicine for his little girl that's sick, and they can't afford to take her to the hospital, so that's why he's doing
Yeah.
this. And it's really really good. It's just fun. It's just super fun and intense. So I definitely recommend. You were saying that it's kind of getting some mixed reviews online, I believe.
Yeah. It got some mixed reviews. It only got a 64 on Rotten Tomatoes. Some people are just like saying that it just didn't need to be done, and it was just kind of like a whatever movie to them. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
that's what I read.
To me, this is one of those things like you don't go into it expecting to want to know anything from the background, like like the pre-story of anything. And this is one of those movies you watch, you also don't expect or want a sequel. And
Yeah.
to me, knowing that, it was pretty good. Speaking of Glenn Powell, I would give an honorable mention to this. I didn't put this on the list, but I just started watching it and I'm freaking hooked. There's a show on Disney Plus or Hulu or whatever called Chad Powers, and it's him. He helped write
Yeah.
it, and Michael Waldrop or whatever. He's the one that wrote the Loki season 1 and 2, and he has hands in Multiverse of Madness, and they are, I think, having him help with some stuff on the Avengers Secret Wars and Doomsday. But anyways, I think he's a producer or a writer or something of Chad Powers. But I didn't expect to see like that, and I started watching it. I'm hooked from the first episode. Definitely worth watching. It's a guy who's a football player, was doing really really good, and then he went to run as a quarterback a touchdown and dropped the ball because he got excited too quickly, and he dropped it right outside the line of the touchdown. Thought he made it. The other team picked it up. Anyways, there's a sick kid in a wheelchair with his dad, and like everybody's like, oh, he just like lost the game. It was like this Rose Bowl or whatever, and this sick kid, his dad's like, hey Chad, I still like you, man. I still think you're great. And he loses his temper, and the dad's like, hey man, my sick kid over here is like talking to you, saying, and he's like, I don't care, and punches the dude's dad, and the dad trips over the sick kid in the wheelchair on football. The whole world sees it, and I know I'm laughing, but you gotta understand if you watch it. It's meant to be funny. He messed up, pretty much ruined his career. He's been
Yeah.
like washed up for 8 years. Nobody wants him, and so he decided his dad is a prosthetic person for Hollywood. He steals one of his dad's prosthetics that his dad made for Michael Bay, and decided to wear a prosthetic and get a wig and go try out for a college football team down in Georgia. And so now he's trying to keep up as this Chad Powers, this made up guy's name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, it is so funny and good though. But yeah, I'll get back to the list. So James Cameron heard everyone talk about long movies and basically said, you know what? Hold my Navi juice. I got you.
Yeah, the runtime for Avatar Fire and Ash is officially the longest in the film's trilogy, listed at 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Woo! That is definitely going to be a movie where I don't just get snacks. I order me a meal. that would definitely be one where it's like, all right, am I going to do burgers or pizza or what am I doing? But it's not going to be just a candy and soda visit for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I want this to be so good. Like I really do, because I loved the first one, but man, that second one was so mid. I guess we'll leave it at that. But I really want this to be good. The trailers look really good. I think it's going to be interesting because we got to see pretty much the forest and stuff. In the first one, the second one was water and air, and this one now is fire and ash. So only time will tell, and we will find out next month.
We're going through the Avatar different elements. You got
Yeah.
earth, water,
Yeah.
fire.
And it's kind of funny, they're both that same name, completely different, but they're actually dealing with elements. That's kind of crazy.
Look. That's all I'm saying.
But the game is loading up again, and this time the timing might be the most interesting part.
So, Jumanji 4 is officially filming. The release date is December 11th, 2026. They say that this is the last Jumanji. Yep.
Good.
I like Jumanji.
I do too. No, I do too.
I very much do enjoy it. I do think everything that should come to an end. I think the last one was my least favorite one. But Nick Jonas officially is coming back for this as well.
Nice.
And I think Danny DeVito's character is coming back for this one as well.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've enjoyed them even up to the third one. I think they're funny. They're fun to watch. And the OG ones, Robin Williams, will always hold a special place in my heart. But
for sure. It is
I think
the best one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm glad they're calling it quits after this one, because I feel like it definitely doesn't need to go no longer. Because you can take a good thing and wear it out, and then it starts getting a sour taste in people's mouth. So
yeah,
hopefully this fourth one doesn't do that. Hopefully it lands and finishes it in a good solid form. So
yeah.
But fashion's most savage universe is not done with us yet, and the first look proves it.
So we got a little teaser trailer for The Devil Wears Prada 2. This is coming out on May 1st, 2026. I have, as of today, officially watched the first one.
Is it
I'm
good?
looking forward to it. Yeah. No,
Okay.
it is. I don't know if so much that so I thought it was good. It doesn't live up to the hype just because it has been hyped up for so long.
It has been hyped up.
It's been super hyped up, and every single time I think of The Devil Wears Prada, I immediately think of The Office, the episode where Michael Scott throws his coat at Pam.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Take my coat, hang it up," or whatever he says. I can't remember exactly what he says. But that's what I think of when I think of Devil Wears Prada. But I absolutely did enjoy Devil Wears Prada. So I'm looking forward to the second one, because in the teaser, Meryl Streep talks to Anne Hathaway's character. It's like about time. So if do you care about spoilers for Devil Wears Prada?
No, so I actually plan on watching it this week.
Okay.
But because I like both of these actors, Devil Wears Prada, and never seen something that would entice me.
And Emily Blunt's in it, and she's coming back.
Yeah. But
And
like when it
Stanley
first came out, I think I was a teenager. I think.
Yeah.
And so like as a teenager, guy, I'm like, I'm not gonna watch that. But like now I'm like, I do love all these women in this. It's like, and now there's a 2, and it was super hyped. So now I'm gonna watch the first one sometime this week. But no, you're good on whatever you want to say.
So at the end of Devil Wears Prada, we get to see that Anne Hathaway's character takes a break away from the fashion industry to now see in this teaser that she's coming back. It's interesting to see how we got there, if we're even going to see that, or if we see that she is now like Meryl Streep and runs her own magazine. Because in it, we get to hear Madonna's Vogue playing. So like, is one of them running Vogue and the other one running Runway, which is the magazine from the first one, and now they're dueling competitors of fashion magazines. I'm interested to see like where we go with this, and how Emily Blunt's character, if she's still just Meryl Streep's what's her face assistant, or if she is now like Anne Hathaway's assistant, and like how that's all going.
Yeah, it will be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Netflix just turned binge watching into a real life destination, and this city gets it first.
So I talked about this a couple of months ago that we were
Mm.
get a couple of Netflix houses all over the place, but the house in Philadelphia for Netflix is the first one to open, and it's officially now open. Apparently, it's been a really big hot spot for people taking photos for their gram, is what they put on on the
For their
page.
grandma? No.
Oh my God. Sure.
Yeah.
But
I had
uh,
to.
of course
Bad
you
dad
did.
joke.
But I still haven't been to the Netflix Bites place that's here in
Oh yeah.
Vegas. I can't remember how long that's supposed to be open till, but like I was talking about it with a couple of my girlfriends, and they were like, "Oh, we gotta go," and I was just like, "Oh, I completely forgot that that was a
Yeah.
thing." So, um, it's good to see that they're still like doing the house thing that they wanted because
Mm,
there's going to be their own eateries inside of these houses as well,
right.
restaurants actually. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I would
excited
definitely think it would
to.
just be fun to visit.
Oh, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Because
To me,
like
like
it's
this is
like
like the Pixar thing. Now we got the Netflix thing.
I'm more excited about the Netflix thing because
Yeah.
each room is a different like area of
Right.
Netflix, right? So you have like I think one of them was a Stranger Things room, and then you have
Mm,
another room that's like something
yeah.
else. And they have just like so many different shows and movies that are Netflix originals. So,
Hmm.
uh, Frankenstein, when you saw like the little thing and then they had the end. I mean, they
Yeah.
could have a Frankenstein room. Like,
Yeah.
how cool would that be? Where
That would
you
be
go
sick.
in and it's like
Oh
his
man.
laboratory, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe. Yeah. Man. And when did this open?
I don't know. It
If
opened
it,
this past week. I
oh,
didn't get the exact
I feel
date.
like maybe there is a Frankenstein room. Then I think maybe they might have chose to open it the week after Frankenstein came out, just for a simple fact, not to spoil anything. I bet there is a Frankenstein room. Why would you pass that opportunity up?
Well, they all already had their rooms designated out, and
Right,
when I
right. But
talked about it those months ago, I don't remember there being a Frankenstein room. But
well,
I could be wrong.
gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. It's like they knew about Frankenstein probably 2 years ago, and so
Oh,
it
for
gives
sure.
them
Yeah.
so it gives them time to put that in there. But you just never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually they will if they don't.
Maybe they'll do like a horror specific one in
Mm.
Vegas because I want it to be here because then I can go.
But Mario is heading somewhere much bigger than the Mushroom Kingdom this time.
Yeah. So we got the Super Mario movie. Now we are getting the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm.
We got a little trailer, and this is coming out April 3rd, 2026. It looks amazing. You
It
got to
does.
see Princess Rosalina, who is voiced by Brie Larson. And I don't know. I absolutely love it. Like I actually did play a little bit of like Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. Yeah, the
Hmm.
regular Wii. Um and I liked it. I had
You
fun.
get
I love going
Bowser's
from
Jr.
planet to
in
planet.
this.
Oh my God, you haven't looked.
Yeah.
So you get to see you see Bowser himself just still as the tiny little
Yeah.
guy from the end of Super Mario. He runs in his toy castle, and you get to
Hmm.
see all of the things. You get to see his piano, most importantly, because now
Hmm.
that hints to the fact that we're gonna get some more
Another song.
musical. Uh,
How about that painting?
yes.
And like
So
Luigi's all like, "Oh, it's so great," and Mario's not having it.
yeah, so at the beginning of this, we get to see him painting. That's not the painting that he brings up to Mario and Luigi, but the one that he brings up is him with like an 8-pack with like Princess Peach like fawning over him next to him. Absolutely cute, which is funny because if like you think about it, all of the colors that he has, which are just like
Mm.
4 colors, none of them are pink. And Peach is pink. Like she's got the iconic like pink dress. So
Yeah.
you're like, now I'm thinking like, oh, how did they get to this pink? I don't know. Anyway, me digging. But I absolutely love it. I love that we're gonna get multiple different planets, like little galaxies. We're gonna see some stars. Because I absolutely love colors.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's gonna be great. I really enjoyed the first one, and like as much as I like Chris Pratt, I didn't expect him to be so good as Mario because I'm like I can't picture him being Mario,
Hmm.
but like
Yeah,
it all works. All the voice cast works. It's great.
yeah.
So this documentary digs into the person behind the persona in a way that I was not ready for, and we have our review.
So we talked about it last week and a couple of times before
Mm,
that. Being Eddie is the documentary on Eddie Murphy. It's officially out on Netflix. I definitely recommend everybody watch it. It's an absolutely
definitely.
beautiful documentary. I didn't know that Dave Chappelle, one, was younger than Eddie Murphy, and two, grew up when he was 8 years old watching SNL, watching Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Just like so many people, like, and how he really revolutionized Hollywood
Yeah.
for black actors, black comedians, and really just being someone different. I thought it was an absolutely beautiful documentary.
It
Definitely
was
worth a
no,
watch.
it was so cool because I grew up. Been watching Eddie Murphy since I was little, starting out with Doctor Dolittle, and then
Mhm.
I didn't find
Okay.
out about Raw and Delirious till I got my 20s. But
Yeah.
well, I'll remember. I'll never forget the first time I watched Raw and Delirious. I was like, "Oh, that's not the Eddie Murphy I knew from when I was a kid." But I'm like, dang, this dude's funny. But
Yeah.
anyways, there was so much more though. Even though I knew a lot about Eddie Murphy, there was so much more, like you were kind of saying, that I didn't even know about. And I definitely didn't know he was older than him, and like see how he looked up to him, and man, it's just everything in this was great, and then like so much respect for the guy too, like
Yeah.
his lifestyle and things he decided to uphold and to be,
Yeah.
even if it wasn't popular in Hollywood in the comedy scene and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's just really really cool, all the things you learn about him and his life,
Yeah.
and the pathways he created for many many people after him. So
Yeah. Especially because like he did say that like he stopped acting and doing things for a while because of that
mhm.
SNL skit, and just kind of like recentered his life, and then people like just kind of stopped talking about him, and he was just like, I need to show them that I still can be that funny guy, and he came
Mhm.
back out and started doing things. Now everybody's been talking about if he's coming back to stand up, and he's just like, I don't know. um but then the last thing that you got to see in the documentary is like
Yes, the puppets.
the ventriloquist puppets. Oh my God, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, I
Bill
loved
Cosby
seeing, oh,
and
and
Richard
Richard
Pryor.
Pryor. Yeah.
Yes.
I loved seeing like how he had an audition. He had to audition for all these different characters, and how in that barbershop scene, I didn't know he was all of those like
Yeah.
actors inside of there. So really getting to see like how he just kind of like played into those, like
Mhm.
he put on the makeup and he would just start talking to someone and trying out different accents and trying out different like personas until like he found one that fit that person. And I was just like, that's insane. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Absolutely
talented.
beautiful.
So
Yeah.
actually, after watching that, I asked my son. I was like, "Have you ever seen the Nutty Professor?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, we watching that this week then."
Yes.
Yeah, I told him I was like, "You're gonna love it." But
Yeah.
yeah, such a talented
I have
guy.
to I have to watch Trading Places is the one that I have to watch. It's on the list of movies that I have to watch.
I've not seen
And
that.
okay, well that's one of his like beginning roles, as
Huh?
you got to see in this documentary. It was
Yeah.
originally for Richard Pryor and
Yeah.
Gene Wilder,
Yep.
and Richard Pryor had his accident where he kind of like caught on fire,
Mhm.
and doing some things. And then they were like, "Hey, have you heard of this Eddie Murphy guy?" So him and I think it was Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd. Yeah.
Yeah, he got to do it, and I've only heard good things about it. And it's literally, I have like a 3 paper list, and that's one of them that's written down on there,
Yeah.
that I have to
I need to
watch.
put that on mine.
Yeah, it's definitely it's always been on the list to watch, but now since this documentary came out and he was talking about how that really got him into the scene and how like
Mhm.
much fun he had with it. I and how he played, like, I think that was the one where he played the blind man that the
Yeah.
police like
Yeah,
held
the
him up, and
priest.
he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I can see, and now I have legs." And um yeah, I'm really looking forward to that movie, and now I
Yeah.
might actually have to like buy it to watch it. It might be, I think it's worth it. It's probably gonna be worth
Oh, I'm
it.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just when we thought Toy Story had said goodbye, these tiny glimpses change everything again. I know we covered it, but we finally got our trailer.
Yeah, we got a little teaser trailer of Toy Story 5, and you get to see, Woody, Buzz Lightyear. You get to see the Leap Pad. For anybody who had like kids or whatever, I had like a brother who had like a Leap Pad.
hmm
Um, so like this really is the uh old school toys versus now technology. So I'm excited to see how they do that. Um, not so much that I'm excited to see another Toy Story, but I think it could be well done if done right. I was
Yeah.
done after like three,
Two. Oh, three.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've watched all of them, so I'm going to watch this one, but it's definitely
Yeah.
going to be a streaming thing. This comes out June 19th of 2026.
I was good after two, but I actually think I might actually go see this in theater. I'm not sure. I think this
Okay.
could be an interesting, different, more fresh take, kind of being the technology versus the
Yeah.
old school toys. So we will see. But yeah, it's a little teaser. It's pretty funny. They're all shaking and nervous.
Yeah,
And
especially
see,
because the it's not Andy anymore because we saw Andy give away his toys. He went to college, right? And we I can't remember what the little girl's name
I
was.
can't either.
So I thought it started with a B. Anyway, she
Beatrice. I'm joking. I
no.
just threw out a B name. Yeah.
But anyway, she got like this package and like, but you get to see the little fork that she made into a toy with the googly
Yeah,
eyes and
trash.
the yeah,
I'm trash. No, he say
yeah.
that or
So
something. I think.
I can't even remember what he had said.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
can't
a
remember what
while
his
since I've
name
seen that
is,
movie.
but I think he's like just like in that movie when he keeps saying calling himself trash.
I don't know.
But
But yeah, it looks interesting,
it does.
especially because it is that like there's actually meaning really behind this one.
Hmm.
Um, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure. So one of animation's most talked about characters might finally be stepping into live action.
Okay, if we're talking about things that I'm actually really excited for, it's this.
Yeah.
This thing right here. It's all about Jessica Rabbit. She is supposedly getting a live action spin-off movie. It's in the works. She is from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, which was my ultimate huge favorite movie until I found Labyrinth, and then Labyrinth became my favorite movie of all time. But Who Framed Roger Rabbit was one of my absolute favorite movies. I watched it on VHS. Like I've been watching it for a really long time. Absolutely love the movie. This actually is happening because the original creator, Gary K. Wolf, regained his rights to the 1988 film, and he's just like now. I've already been working on this Jessica Rabbit like spin-off
Mm.
movie, and now that I have the rights back, it's fucking go time. So it's officially in the works. I can't be more excited. Absolutely excited about
Yeah.
this. I can't
I've always
wait.
loved Roger Rabbit, so like I'm definitely excited.
Yeah.
Um, didn't know we were going to be done. I figured we were being done talking about it, but great that we're not. So this new Frankenstein that we absolutely loved and gave our review on last week is not just trending, but it's dominating Netflix in a serious way.
It has topped the Netflix charts at 29.1 million views. Everybody's talking about it, and it's something that you should absolutely talk about it. It's very beautiful with the way that darkness and light and death and life
Mm.
is happening all throughout this movie. If you haven't watched our review of it, go back and watch our last episode. Um, like I said, I thought it was an absolutely beautiful movie. I did
Yeah.
have faults to it, but I still hold what I say of watch it. It's
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Well, and it's hard to find something perfectly perfect from start to finish,
Hmm.
but even with the things like you had pointed out, yeah, like you're saying, still great. Definitely worth the watch. Let's see. So one of the scariest classics ever made is coming back bigger and brighter than your memory.
So as we were talking about Welcome to Derry and having some ties to The
Hmm.
Shining, well, if you've never seen The Shining, it is returning to theaters. IMAX tickets are on sale and it's coming out December 12th.
Yes. Yeah, I wish I had an IMAX near me. I think my closest IMAX is like 2 hours away. So, yeah,
You need to get out of that small town, man.
yeah, I know. One day, one day.
I'm probably like, I don't know, 10 minutes from one right now.
Yeah, and probably 30 minutes from three. But yeah, but a character you never thought could be scary might be heading straight into the nightmare fuel.
Betty
Yeah.
Boop is getting a horror adaptation. It is in the works. People are not happy about it. Some people are. I am interested because of our whole twisted childhood
Yeah.
universe that we've been talking about with Bambi and Peter Pan and Winnie the Pooh. I think this just goes along the lines with it, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah. So if it's going to be like, it looks like it's going to be like claymation, almost kind of looks like.
Oh, I thought it was like real, and she just like from the look of it, it just looked like you know how like the Mickey
Like
Mouse
this?
steamboat kind of looked. Yeah, no, that I mean for me, it looks like that's a real hand,
Huh?
and she just has like a weird ass face.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it kind of does, don't it? I'm curious now to figure out. I'm over here thinking like it's gonna be like kind of like claymation Jack
No,
Skellington
I
look.
was just like, this shit look real. Like it looks like a live
Yeah.
action horror adaptation.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this would be interesting for sure. So a sci-fi series that flew under a lot of the radars that we are huge fans of just earned another shot to hook you though.
Finally, 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 finally. We have been waiting to talk about this because it hadn't been announced, and it finally now has. Alien Earth has officially been renewed for season 2. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh, I'm so happy about this. Like we talked
Oh,
about
God,
how
yeah.
much we loved the first season. It definitely deserved a season 2. Obviously, they had to wait to see how the views and ratings and stuff came in, and apparently it was a no-brainer. Season 2 needed to happen.
I am so happy that we are really doing this. I'm really
Me
happy.
too. Me too.
Really, really happy.
And I feel like all these actors did a phenomenal job that we didn't really know any of them until this. So they
yeah.
deserve to
Except
continue
for
on.
Timothy Oliphant, yeah.
Right, yeah. But I feel like they definitely deserve to continue these great roles and to keep building their career with this franchise. So,
Yeah.
but the Kings of Parody Horror are loading up a new cast, and it could revive the whole series.
Yeah, so Scary Movie 6 has added a couple of more people. So from the like original franchise, they have carried over Damon Wayans Jr., Kim Wayans, and Heidi Gardner from SNL. So
Yeah,
super excited
super.
because these people are hilarious. I'm
Yeah,
so
they are.
excited.
So Heidi Gardner, she looks so much like I think it's Chelsea Peretti. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, from
They look
Brooklyn
so much
Nine-Nine.
alike. Because at first, when I was looking, I was like, "That looks like Chelsea Peretti." It's like, no, it's Heidi Gardner. But I feel like they look so much alike. Yeah, from Brooklyn
Like,
Nine-Nine, and she's also married to Jordan Peele.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea about that.
Oh.
But I can see where you're coming from with that because both of them have the kind of like the pronounced nose.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
have very like distinguished features.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see where you're coming from for that, yeah.
But let's see. So Sabrina Carpenter is also dived into one of the trippiest stories ever, and she's not just singing.
Yeah, so Sabrina Carpenter is to produce and star as the lead in an untitled Alice in Wonderland musical for Universal.
I can see this.
I'm very happy about this because I absolutely love it. There's a twisted Alice in Wonderland that's currently week by week happening on Disney right now. So I'm excited to watch that, and yeah.
Yeah, I never really thought about it before, but like she really does look like a live action Alice, like from the original cartoon. So,
And she's got like an amazing singing voice, so I
Oh,
can
God,
only
yeah.
imagine
yeah.
what she's gonna do with that.
So Hollywood is also finally trying to capture the magic of one of its most beloved weirdos.
Speaking of Gene Wilder, he is getting a biopic that's in development, simply named Gene. Very happy because I am all about my documentaries, and I think Gene Wilder is just like such a phenomenal person
Yes.
that I can't wait to find out more about him that I never knew.
Yeah, no, he definitely deserves this. I'm surprised it hasn't happened until now. But
Yeah.
that's like the perfect title you just need to for him. It's like just Gene. Just Gene. Nothing else.
Yeah, there was one apparently that was in the making 3 years ago, but it got canceled, and I can't remember who was making it, but
Hmm.
now sadly since it's like passing and everything,
I
Well,
still
it's
want
been
to
a while,
see
but.
a movie about his life, and I still want them to cast Jeremy, what's his face, to
Alan
play
White.
him. Alan White, yeah. It's insane how much they look alike.
Yeah.
But let's see. So another Insidious movie is in the works, and the big question is, do we still have room for fear?
Insidious 6 has officially wrapped production. This comes out
Hmm.
August of 2026. Yep, that's how I feel about it. Just,
Yeah, me too.
yep.
Yep.
Here we go again.
Patrick Wilson still hanging on to these horror franchises.
There we go.
But something we are super pumped about, The Wasteland just dropped some new footage, and it looks even more unhinged in season one.
Oh my God. Fallout Season
Mm.
2 has a trailer. It's coming up December 17th, and that cannot come any sooner. Like, everything
Yes,
looks so good. It
it
looks so
looks.
good. You get to see more vaults in this, and I'm so excited because like that is a huge thing about
Mm.
Fallout is like the amount of vaults that you can go to. Um, so I'm excited. I can't
It
wait.
Yeah, it looks so good. Like, and literally, I'm like, man, the first one was pretty wild, so wild. This one looks like it's going to have double or triple the wild intensity of crazy stuff happen. I love how we
Yeah.
get to see Macaulay Culkin too,
Oh yeah.
on screen finally to kind of
Yeah.
seeing him in this. Yeah, the whole Vegas scene looks crazy. Like, I'm so excited for this. And
I
like,
never
I don't know what they're
played.
called, but the ghoul looking people with the kings, that's wild too.
Yeah, they're like Elvis Presley ghouls.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
makes sense because Vegas is known for Elvis Presley
Right,
impersonators.
impersonators. Yeah,
Because you can get married here in Vegas as from like an Elvis.
yeah.
Very popular here in Vegas. Not that I did that, but yeah, I'm very excited about it. I never got to play a Fallout New Vegas, but I'm excited about it. Apparently, there's a bar that's not too far from me. I think it's about an hour and a half away. That's from Fallout New Vegas. Like it's the first thing as soon as you open up and like play the game. That's the bar that you go to.
Oh
So
wow,
I eventually actually have to go to this bar because it's a real
yeah,
thing in Vegas.
that's pretty cool. God,
Yeah.
Vegas got so much cool stuff. Uh, but the MonsterVerse on TV is not slowing down, and season two looks ready to go bigger.
Yeah, I never watched season one. I
It's
know,
good.
I thought you did. You did,
Yes,
yeah.
it's good.
Okay, so Monarch Legacy of Monsters, it has a season two that is coming
Mm.
out, and we have a video and a release date that is February 27th. So there's going to be 10 episodes that are going to come out every Friday until May 1st. It looks really good.
It
Like
does.
I am super about the MonsterVerse that they've been doing with Kong and Mothra and everything. So
Yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
excited for this. And what I loved about the first one was we got to go back and forth in time. It kept doing
Hmm.
flashbacks, and it was Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell, and Wyatt Russell played younger version of Kurt Russell's character,
Yeah.
which is like they have a lot of features. They look a lot. They have a lot of shared features. But it's like when you see them doing that and actually swapping back and forth, playing the same character, it's like
Yeah.
even more resonates with you, like how much they look alike.
Yeah.
First one, I really enjoyed. If I remember correctly, it was really big into Mothra. That's what this
Hmm.
was about and stuff, and
Okay.
and some other creatures. But yeah, I'm pumped. We get to see Kong in this one. So yeah, I'm so excited and ready to see this.
And this is Apple TV. Or
Yes.
yeah, just Apple TV, not Plus anymore because they took
Yeah.
away the Plus line.
Oh, all these companies keep just randomly making these small changes to the names.
It's to make you keep talking about them. That's why.
Yeah. But let's see. So this new doc peels back reality TV fame and shows a side most fans were not supposed to see.
Yeah. Something that I never thought that I needed is something that I am getting. It's called The Cult of the Real Housewife. It's a docuseries that's coming out January 1st. So the series will unpack the allegations behind the headlines and reveals the darker and more unsettling truth about Mary Cosby and her Faith Temple Pentecostal church. It's supposed to be like a cult like type thing.
Hmm.
Apparently, her grandmother founded this church, and it goes through the generations. And she did something weird, apparently, to make us start talking about it. And I don't know exactly what the end result is.
Was she
She might have been
putting
arrested, or I don't know.
pills in chocolate Jello pudding, or
I don't know. The
that?
scrunchy feet, or what do they call them? The grippy feet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Grippy
Well,
toes? I
I
don't
was
know.
making I
Whatever
was
they
making
grippy
a play
socks.
play on the
That's
joke
what it is.
of pills and chocolate Jello pudding because her last name's Cosby, and then Eddie Murphy was making the
Oh.
jokes about Bill Cosby putting pills in chocolate pudding because he did the Jello pudding commercials back in the day.
I don't know. He didn't say chocolate pudding. He said, "Did you put pills in the chocolate?"
No, he
What's
said
pudding?
chocolate Jello pudding because Bill
Oh,
Cosby did the Jello chocolate pudding commercials back in the
okay.
day as a yeah,
No,
but yeah.
sorry, that went right over my
No, no,
head.
no, you're good. I love too how he does Richard Pryor, and he's like, I put the pill right in my mouth. Yeah, man. Anyways, I wanted after he started with the puppets, I wanted to see more. Like I'm like, he should do a stand up skit with the puppets. Like it would go so great.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually get more of his ventriloquism
Yeah.
later on, but we'll
Oh,
see.
yeah. Or one more thing, when he had the puppet, was the other one of like his sister or something too? I think.
His friend that was part of his inner circle, her name was Val, the
Yeah,
singer.
and then he had Bill Cosby's puppet laying on her. He's like, "What's
Or
going
like he
on
was
here?"
like gazing
Propped
at
up.
her.
Yeah,
Like yeah,
yeah.
so he was like
Like he's about
next
to
to
serenade you.
yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, I love Eddie Murphy. Let's see. So this project is promising that you'll walk out different than you walked in, and that's pretty bold.
Yeah. So Wicked for Good
Yes.
got a little musical little number that they
Mm.
put out, and the name of the clip is called "You Will Be Changed." Um, and I'm so excited for this Friday for it to come out
Yes.
because I'm seeing it on Saturday. So 6 days for me to go see it, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh, so
excited.
bad.
I've seen some spoiler-free reviews of people I really follow that got to see it last night, and
Yeah.
it's been nothing but positive things. I have heard a mix of people, of some who haven't seen the play and loved the movies, and then vice versa. That some people are saying like this is really really good, but you
Yeah.
want to probably watch the first one again right before you go see it,
Yeah, that
and
makes sense. Yeah.
watch The Wizard of Oz with Julie Garland because
Yeah.
they said to really tie in tightly because so much is going on there in this movie. You almost want to have those very very fresh on both of those fresh in your mind before you go see this to really
Yeah.
like feel the emotion and grasp everything that's going on. So
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely like because I'm gonna go see it with Claire and B,
mhm.
um, two of my girlfriends. But I might actually like because I think B works until 5, so I might go over to Claire's and watch the first one with her on Peacock because you can watch it on Peacock, and then
Yeah.
we'll go and watch the second one. But I'm super excited. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna watch it if she doesn't want to watch it with me. That's fine.
But last on the list, this is something we covered and we didn't get to watch until it's streamed. But the Body Swap Chaos is back, and we have thoughts on whether this actually worked or not.
So Freakier Friday is officially out on Disney Plus.
Mm,
The nostalgia was strong with this one. I
it was.
enjoyed it. It gave me a lot of nostalgia. It gave me a lot of happiness. And I like if you watched the first one and you liked it, like I would just recommend you also watch this one because it was a fun time. Jamie Lee Curtis looks phenomenal. This
Yes.
entire damn
Yes.
movie, damn her and her sexy
She
grandma body.
ages
All
so
right.
well.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
man, so many callbacks from the first one, and it just really it blended and tied in really really well.
Hmm.
Probably the most funniest thing was the Chad Michael Murray obsessed with Jamie Lee Curtis,
Still obsessed with
and
her
then
because we all are, honestly. Like, let's
yeah,
think about
but then like the end at the wedding when he brings his new date who looks like Jamie Lee Curtis from the first Freaky Friday movie. Oh my
Amazing.
god. Same haircut, same hairstyle. Like it's this movie was great though. I expected it to be good, but I
Hmm.
didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I enjoyed it. I was very pleased and very happy with it. Uh,
Yeah.
Obviously it's like it's a lot to keep up with at sometimes when because you have four different people body switch. And I would say
Hmm.
this, they do really well with that, but the
Yeah.
actors, like even the young actors, along with Jamie Lee Curtis and them, like because now you have a person from the UK, and then you got younger people, and then you got to
Yeah.
have a middle aged person. I thought they all did very very well of
Hmm.
convincingly acting like they were that person in that body. Like
Yeah.
it was done really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely was done very well. Like you said it very well because like I definitely thought that too of like when you got to see uh what's her face? Lindsay Lohan,
Mm-hmm.
her daughter,
Mm-hmm.
Harper, when you
Harper,
got to
yeah,
see, yeah, you got to see Lindsay Lohan in Harper's body, and they're
yeah,
just like sipping on like juice, but they make it
yeah,
look like it's wine.
yeah.
Um, and she's just like, "We're the adults here, you aren't," and like it's very well done.
It is. And like Jamie Lee Curtis did so well to play a teenage British girl. Like
Hmm.
like there was moments I don't know, like obviously it's acting, but there's like moments where like I get so caught up in the story I'm like, God, they actually had me believing this was real for a minute. But like I was very pleased.
Yeah. All
I'll
right,
let you go ahead.
let's go ahead and jump into some con spotlight.
So Bakersfield Comic Con, Bakersfield, California, November 22nd and 23rd. Man, I came across this one. There's about seven or eight cons going on in the U.S. this coming weekend. I
Yeah.
picked this one because of the guests, certain guests that kind of hold near and dear to my heart for a movie that they did, and you're I
Hmm.
think a big fan of it too.
Yep.
But yeah, so they're gonna have a lot of the cast and the director there from Greece. So I only did four this week because that's just the cast that they have there from Greece. They had five, but the one canceled. But we have
Hmm.
Jamie Donnelly played Jan. Then we also had Michael Tucci who played Sonny, and then we also had Dinah Manoff who played Marty, and then Lorenzo Lamas plays Tom. So, man, I would be so cool. Actually, I was sitting here talking earlier to you. I was like, get one picture to have them sign it.
Yeah.
But it would actually be cool to get like a T-Bird's leather jacket made from like the movie, and then have them
Yeah.
all sign the leather jacket. And
Ooh, that would be
yeah, and
cool.
then have
I
the
would
leather
definitely get
jacket
a pink
framed up.
ladies one then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And then like the panel pick, they're actually doing a Grease panel, and it's called Grease is the Word. And the director Randall Kleiser will be there, and yeah, that's so cool.
Especially after 47 years, that the
Yeah,
fact that all of them are going to get together for an anniversary and do
yeah,
this. I absolutely love Grease. I love the music and everything about it. Unfortunately, Olivia Newton-John couldn't be there because she's passed away since
right.
then. And
John
John Travolta
Travolta's
doesn't,
too expensive,
yeah.
probably.
And he also doesn't really go out anymore. Like,
Yeah,
he pretty much just stays in. He doesn't do movies anymore. Like, he's very much like focusing on family, which is fine.
that's great.
Um, yeah, but I'm very glad that they are doing
Mm,
these couple of people. Maybe he'll like show up. Who knows?
yeah.
Who knows what's going
I will
on?
say this, like this is a group of people from this movie like you just don't typically see in the con world. Like I have this is the first time I've ever seen a group like this from Greece ever make a con appearance. So like
Yeah,
I got super excited when I seen this, and I'm like, oh yeah, easily this is the one. So
yeah.
yeah, Bakersfield, California, Bakersfield Comic Con, November 22nd, 23rd, this coming weekend. If you are in the area, definitely be one to attend.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, that kind of wraps us up this week, and then next week's our live, right?
No, next week
Nope,
we're
2 weeks from
gonna
now.
have yes. So I already put everything out onto our Facebook, so there
Hmm.
should already be an event there for everybody to look at and share with your friends. Um, Next week we're gonna go see Wicked.
Ah,
We'll be
that's right,
doing a
that's right. Yes.
separate we'll be doing a separate special for that, just like we did
Mm,
for the original Wicked Part 1. And because you keep on telling everybody about it, I had to bring it out. But everybody, this is my replica of the Sauron helmet.
And that is real steel.
Yes, yes, it is. So,
That is not plastic. It
oh, I guess
is
it's
so
here.
beautiful.
Yeah, it came with a little stand too to put it on. But it's in an actual replica that I got in Missouri. And I will go ahead and give you the name of the people because they have a
Oh
website that
yeah,
people can like order from and stuff. So we
they have
can
a
go
lot
ahead
of cool
and
stuff there.
oh, they do. They have
Yeah,
a bunch of weapons
yeah,
and staffs and just like whole metal armors and everything.
yeah,
So just super neat, super neat.
for
But
sure.
yeah, that's it for this week.
All
And
right,
thanks for tuning in.
catch everybody later.
See ya.